Hey, good morning. Hello, hello, hello. Hi there. Um, just um, got a late start. Big day today. In not very few, like in a few minutes, I'm going to start doing the reading of the Bhagavad Gita. So, um, kind of thought I'd do this much earlier than this today. So, hey, Cami, hi. So really quickly, I'm gonna zoom through this first. This is a couple of things. I was actually on a call with a buddy for like 45 minutes, and what came out of the call. Hi, Cami. What came out of the call is, he's struggling with a relationship change, a breakup, maybe you can call it a breakup, um, and what came up is often how attached we are to how attached we are to people, and how attached we are to ideas, how attached we are to stuff, you know. Oh gosh, and what is that? You know, I mean, in the big picture, we come in alone, if you will, and we leave alone, and and uh, and then we spend our time here trying to be with things and people and ideas, and so let's look at that, because you know I my purpose in doing this, or is not to indulge in therapy. I'm just, you know, always wanting to see where things take us out of the moment. My experience is that when I'm present, when I'm really here in my breath, through meditation, through service, when I'm really here, nothing is missing. It's like, oh my gosh, and so I don't miss anything because I'm here, and so when we struggle, when we find ourselves struggling because she's leaving or he's leaving, or so we often it's out of fear. We're in fear, and fear is taking us out of the moment. We're like, oh my God, I don't want to be alone, right? Or or we have the same with stuff. We've judged ourselves based on what we own, and if so we're attached to all this stuff, and all of that attachment keeps us from being in the moment. Where the only place where true peace is in this moment. I don't know if you get that or not. That it's like there's no peace in an attachment, or in a relationship. Really, a relationship is if it's if the relationship is in the moment, and our commitment is to be here now, then the terms of a relationship are often are not about the moment. They're based on fear. Often the terms of a relationship are based on fear. So we're we've often agreed that we'll help each other not to feel, whether it's not to feel alone or not to feel. So, and in the early days of the relationship, our physiology has given us we get a chemical hit, endorphins and dopamines, and we get, oh, it feels so good. And I want you to know that even at my age, that when I'm in that, that beautiful romantic early days of the relationship, and we feel like we're 17 again, that's chemical, and 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 we can become addicted to that. That's chemical, and we're like, oh my gosh, I feel so good, I feel alive, it is. and and sometimes when that kind of tapers off, we're like, oh, the love passed. And so we're just often not very aware that it isn't the love past at all. It's the chemicals started to, we realized that he burps and farts and doesn't clean up after himself, and and he's not very responsible, or whatever. Or she complains, or we start to see each other, and it's like, oh my God, who is this person? And I love love. I love that early thing, and I love a long-term committed love. I mean, mature love, being with somebody based on moment-to-moment acceptance and who they are, and it's amazing. Um, I've done a ton of work in this area. I remember years and years ago, I did a men's weekend, and the fellow who led the men's weekend said, one of the things he said is, don't you talk to me about love till you've been with somebody for 10 years. And so it's possible to be together if we hold it lightly. If we hold it lightly, right? And we watch, what's coming up, and we're present. It really is possible to be in a long-term relating, not a relationship. I have another friend that used to call the relationship the ship that sinks, because in a relating, we're there moment to moment. But anyway, I digress. I just wanted to talk a bit about how we hold on to things, how we sometimes we don't want to lose something, status, or yeah, and our expectations. Easy to go back to that, isn't it? Around in relating. So what do we hold on to? We hold on to people often, and it's interesting if when you're young, it isn't so obvious. I've been here a little longer, and friendships evolve and they change, and if we're lucky, we still have connection with people over the years, but even they don't, they move, boom, they're gone, and they're here today, and we have a close friendship or a close relationship, and then sometimes it's over, and it's like, oh, okay, and to be able to let that go without, just recognize it. Oh, that's it. This is, and if there's a little bit of stuff, just to have it, experience if there's grief, if there's sadness, just experience it and let it come. Be aware of it. Be conscious of it. We have these things in our body, and that are often related to our beliefs about life. Just to let them go. If somebody passes, that happens. People die, and just breathe into it, and feel it, and let it go. And even in this situation where it's so obvious that they're physically gone, we can resist and hold on, to them, even though they've passed, and left form, and the trick is to be present, And if in the moment we feel their presence, then we feel their presence in the moment. But not from a wanting. Because wanting takes us out of the moment. Desire takes us out of the moment. And if everything, like Eckhart Tolle said, is in the moment, if our relationship with a higher power is here now, then resisting what is takes us out of the moment, and then we're miserable, And if we'd like to live happy, joyous, and free, then be here now. That's the deal. So that's my thing. Just watch when we're in resistance to, or we're attached to stuff. Stuff comes and goes. Gosh, I've had tons of stuff. I've had big houses, and social standing, all of that. Just let it go. And watch as life will open up new doors and exciting. It is exciting. But if we're holding on to something, the new door can't open. And we're stuck. Let it go. Whatever it is, just let it go. And, ask what's next. Pray. Show me what you'd have me to be. Because, our great opportunity here is to serve and to help others to be present. Okay. That's it. Okay, I have a little reading to do. What day is it? The 6th. October the 6th. There we go. October the 6th. This is it from this little book called the 24-Hour Day Book. I've been reading it for since 1st of May, I guess, for a while, and I'm enjoying it. It's I don't think I wouldn't do it if it didn't feel appropriate every day, and to always be ready to move but examine when we're running away. I'm back to about letting go. Sometimes we don't let go, we push things away, and so just to examine too that sometimes we might be just running away, and because life has given us a bigger opportunity than we imagined, or it's called us to a higher place, and ego says, oh, I can't do that, so just that's happened to me some around this. I'm doing this every day, and sometimes my ego says, who do you think you are? No, I'm just some guy reading a book, and I'm nobody. I'm just a guy reading a book. Be nobody. When we're nobody, when we're not attached to something, an idea of ourselves, then life can flow. We really can sail, free. It's beautiful. Okay, October 6th. Thought for the day. It says, is it my desire to be a big shot in AA, in the 12-step world? Do I always want to be up front in the limelight? Do I feel that nobody else can do as good a job as I can? Well, if that's not you, it's not me, there's always somebody in the meeting like that, isn't there? And I have been this guy. Or am I willing to take a seat in the back row once in a while and let somebody else carry the ball? Part of the effectiveness of any AA group is the development of new men to carry on, to take over the lead from the older members. Am I reluctant to give up authority? Do I try to carry the load for the whole group? If so, am I not being fair to the newer members? Isn't it interesting that he's talking about holding on, and how we do that? It's great. Hi. If so, am I not being fair to the newer members? Do I realize that no one man is essential? Do I know that AA could carry on without me if it had to? Clearly. beautiful coffee. I make great coffee in the morning. Okay, that's the thought for the day from the 24-Hour Day book. I love this little book, little black book that I read every day. Meditation for the day. The unseen God can help to make us truly grateful and humble. Since we cannot see God, we must believe in him without seeing. What we can see clearly is the change in a human being when he sincerely asks God for the strength to change. We should cling, it says. We should cling to the faith in God and in his power to change our ways. Our faith in an unseen God will be rewarded by a useful and unserviceable life. By a useful and serviceable life. Let me try that again. Our faith in an unseen God will be rewarded by a useful and serviceable life. God will not fail to show us the way we should live when in real gratitude and true humility we turn to him. In each moment, yes. Prayer for the day, I pray that I may believe that God can change me. I pray that I may be always willing to be changed for the better. Yes. So again, it's all about letting go, isn't it? You know, it's totally, I pray that I may believe that God will change me, can change me. I mean, that is about letting go of who we think we are, letting go of just being available for the moment. And if the moment, has changed, it does. It's beautiful. Okay. So that was it. My little chat for today. Letting go. Watch, when we're holding on to relationships, holding on to ideas, holding on to stuff. Life is change. Okay. Love you guys. So in a couple of minutes, really, literally, in a couple of minutes, we start with the reading of the Bhagavad Gita. And hopefully we're going to be on Zoom. So keep an eye here. We'll be on Zoom. Okay. And you can, if you miss it, you can pick it up later. It's an amazing book. I don't know how else to tell you this, but I'm looking forward to this read. And yeah. Okay. Thanks.